Hi guys, welcome to Mamacita's Journey. I am Mamacita. Welcome. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification button for more videos. And today is going to be cake pops. Cake pops. So I'm going to be making cake pop from this cake box. They're going to be chocolate. I have a client that wants a dozen chocolate cake pops for her sister's birthday. So I'm going to be making them, and I'm going to take you guys on the journey. So if this is something that you might be interested in, then yeah, stick around, check it out, see how you like it. Okay, so first I just want to say thank you for stopping by, and yeah, I'm going to be using some of these sweet tooth meltable white chocolate. I might mix it with some regular chocolate on top of the chocolate. Anyway, guys, these are all my tools. This is what I'm going to be brushing. This is what I'm going to be making the cake pops gold. And yeah, guys, I am excited about it. I've never done an actual cake pop video, so this will be the first. And I know I always post them, and you guys probably see them randomly through my shorts, but today I'm going to actually go through step by step so you can see, and you know, maybe try it at home or whatever. So, but once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification button for more videos like this, and if you want to see more baking videos, then comment down below. Okay guys, so I am back, and I actually baked the cake last night. And if I was doing like a bigger party, I would actually do a homemade cake instead of a box cake. So this I already made, and it requires 3 eggs, a half a cup of oil, and a cup of water. I actually used a half a cup of butter instead of oil to make the cake a little more richer. So we're gonna break this cake down. I'm going to remove the top layer. You'll see how I'll do that, because when you're making cake pops, you want the actual cake to be consistent. As far as the cake part, you don't want like the burnt parts on there when people are biting into it. So we're gonna break this down, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay guys, so the top layer, I'm just going to I'm just gonna discard it. You can eat it if you want, taste it. It's pretty early here. I don't want to, you see how I'm just taking that top layer off, and it's just gonna give me more cake. So you just keep taking off the top layer of it's like, I call it the skin of the cake. Because you just want cake. You just want all this to be cake. You know what I mean? Like, and then I'll show you guys what else I do. Okay, so you see the rims around here? I cut around that because I don't want, that's like the edge of the cake. I don't want that to be inside of the cake ball. So I kind of just score it around, like score that around and take that off. So, and then I just cut the cake and just throw it into the bowl. So I tried to cut around where I cut. You see how I'm cutting around? Cutting inside of the cake instead of, you know, trying not to get the bottom. You see how that bottom looks? I just shaved that off. Because like I said, we're trying to achieve just cake and not the hard parts of the cake. So you see that part? We're taking that off. And then we're going to start making cake balls. So I'm gonna put the rest of this cake in here, and then we'll start making the cake balls. Okay, so these are the remnants. And like I said, you can eat them if you want. I just don't want to eat them. So I'm going to just probably put them to the side for now. We'll see. So here's the actual cake. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to crumble the cake up. I'm just gonna keep crumbling it. You can use a blender. Some of the cakes that when I use the blender, like if I do strawberry box cake, it's a, I don't know, it gets too mushy when I blend it. So I stopped putting icing in my cake ball mix only because it made the cake kind of oily. So now I'm just doing just the cake by itself to give, to have the more cake taste instead of the oily taste. So you just keep grinding it up until it almost looks like clay. See how that looks? Okay, so I'm just gonna continue to mush the mix, I should say. I'm calling it mush. That's what it reminds me of when you just keep squeezing it together. It's actually forming pretty well because the more you mix these crumbs up, like a dry mix, it's better for you to roll up the balls. And you can use gloves, you can use your hands. Make sure your hands are clean, okay, before you start rolling cake balls. But sometimes when you use your hands, you get a better better ball, I should say. And they're all the same size, but when you're doing it with these gloves, sometimes it doesn't. What I do, I start with the gloves and then I just go in before I dip them just to kind of shape them up and make them look kind of decent. So anyway, guys, I am learning so much in my culinary class, and it's a lot, but yeah, I'm actually enjoying my culinary class. I'm thinking about changing it to baking and pastry certificate because I'm not really a culinary person. That's just not my thing. So I might just change it into baking and pastry moving forward. Not sure yet. I think I still have to take the same kind of culinary classes to get it, to get my certificate, or if I want to get my associate degree. When I started school, guys, I was not really planning to get a degree. I was just taking classes, and let's see how this ball is gonna look. I was just basically taking classes. Yeah, these are gonna be some nice cake balls. So that's just kind of how they look. You can make them a little smaller if you like, because what happens is the balls can be heavy, and then you're putting the cake pops in there, and then they just pop off. Okay, so try to be mindful of that. Sometimes I'll pick it off and re-roll it or whatever, but yeah, this is how you make cake pops. Okay, so I got my bowl where I'll start putting the cake pops in there. And yeah, I hope everybody is doing well and prosperous and being positive and all those good things. And yeah, I'm just trying to, get out of my head and just stay focused on the purpose of what I need to be doing. And that's building my brand, building my business. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, guys. The likes really help me a lot. It gets me in the algorithm. YouTube shows that I'm making progress. I'm almost at that 1,000 mark. Get me to the 1,000 people. I would really appreciate it. Share my channel. It's gonna be some good things coming ahead. Like I said, I had to really start focusing on my main purpose and getting back on what I really need to do as far as myself is concerned. And yeah, I'm excited about it. So yeah, so now I'm just rolling up the cake balls. That's what we got 3 so far. And then we'll start decorating them. Okay, guys, so when you're rolling your cake pops, you take a little bit, just like clay. It's just like clay. You kind of squeeze it, you molding it, you're trying to get it right. So like you see that little piece, I picked those off so I can get a better ball, I should say. But when you're rolling right here. And that's why it's hard to do with gloves. You're rolling it in the palm of your hand to tighten a circle to make sure that the cake is closed. See that? It's a perfect circle. Well, perfect ball. Okay, I'm only doing 12 of these. I'll use the rest, you know, when I work this week and somebody want cake pops, I'll have some extra ones. I actually have some that I made Valentine's. These are just some basic ones that I made. Some extra ones that I had. So yeah, guys, that is what I'm doing today. I was supposed to be at school, but this person was she wasn't last minute. We actually talked about it last week, and she just confirmed it yesterday for today. So that's kind of taking me off of my grind, but you know, when it's your business, you know, and the money is kind of needed, and you just do whatever you gotta do just to push forward. So anyway, guys, I think I'm actually down to the dozen that I'm going to be doing. I'll show you the ones that I have completed. I'm gonna do a few more because, like I said, I'll save the rest of these. It'll probably make about 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe about 8 more cake pops in here. So I'll show you guys what they are looking like. Okay, so this is what the balls are looking like. I did more than 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 13 in here. But I'm gonna make some more just so I can have some extras. But see how they look? Perfectly round. Perfectly round ball. That's what you're looking for. And then I'll show you the cake pop sticks. I'm not going to be using these today, but they have the long ones. I prefer the longer ones. These are the shorter ones, but when I'm just making basic cake pops like this one, see how long this stick is? It's a difference. So it's maybe about 4 inches bigger. So if you want long cake pops, short cake pops, here you go. And I think I do have a short cake pop. No, I think I do. Yeah, so this is the short one. See how that looks? Short cake pop, short stick. You want a long cake pop, long stick. So, but today, I'm not gonna be using these sticks because it is a birthday. She wants, you know, it to be more decorative. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So these are cake pop sticks as well. I'm not gonna be using this color. I'm gonna be using gold. I actually have to stop this video and go pick them up because, like I said, I thought I had some gold cake pop sticks. Her theme is gold and this chocolate cake. So the gold ones look just like this. I'm just gonna go grab them real quick at Hobby Lobby, and we'll get to decorating them. Okay, guys, I am back, and I have my cake pops, the gold ones that I need to create these cake pops. I have my almond bark chocolate, white chocolate, and I'm gonna mix these. Now let me say this. This almond bark is so easy to melt, and you can dip the chocolate really easy. These things, not so much. You really have to have the right temperature where it won't burn. And these, you can see these little, that's what these are. They're like little morsels or whatever. But they melt, and they melt thick. So you have to have the right bowl to melt them in. So the almond bark is kind of clear, so I'm gonna add this one in it. Just a few, just to give it a little more thickness when I dip it. So yeah, guys, let's get started with, okay, so first we're going to melt the chocolate. So you guys, this bowl has to be, your bowl has to be very dry, whatever you are dipping your chocolate in, because any kind of water that hits that chocolate will harden it, it won't be good. You're gonna have to throw it out. But somebody did tell me if you put a little hot water in it, it'll kind of level out again. But really make sure your bowls are really dry, because any kind of wetness or moisture will most definitely ruin your chocolate. So we don't want to do that. So we are about to melt the chocolate so we can get dipping. So now we're going to put the chocolate in the microwave, and like every 30 seconds, you can check it, but put it on for 30 seconds, let it melt. Get you a little spatula. See, put it on 30 seconds. Start. Voila. Make sure this is dry as well, because when you start mixing, it's not gonna do well. So we're gonna let that go for 30 seconds and see what happens after that. So anyway, guys, is everybody good? Everybody doing well? You know, staying, you know, out of drama, you know, working hard, making money, you know, hey, that's the best way to be. Just to make that money, honey. Okay, so see how it is on the first 30? It's still not melted, but it's getting there. You can see some of the chocolate is kind of melting, so we're gonna put it in for another 30 seconds. So it's every 30 seconds, every 30 seconds, every 30 seconds that you're gonna keep, you know, melting the chocolate down. And since I'm only doing a dozen, I'm not gonna melt that much chocolate, but you know, we'll see. Okay, so this is what your chocolate should look like. It should be dripping, creamy, and you're probably gonna see a few little lumps in there, which the heat will melt the chocolate on down, so just keep stirring. But the consistency, you want it to be like that. That's what the consistency you want. Okay, so we got that all mixed up. Okay, so we gotta have parchment paper. Normally I would put my cake pops in. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Normally I would put my cake pops when I'm starting to prepare them. I'll put them in this cake pop caddy. So I actually have another one that's just kind of clear and straight. But since I'm using these, I'm gonna have to turn the cake pops upside down so they can go flat. These are only when you're standing up, like the cake pops that I showed you earlier. So these things you can get at Amazon, you can get it at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or whatever. I believe I got this from Amazon, so I'll link it down below if you are interested. But yeah, I'll just go to Amazon and look up cake pop caddies. You know, you should be able to find it. Okay, so we have our cake pops. Of course, we're not gonna do all of them. We're only gonna do 12. And we have our parchment paper, okay? So you're gonna lay down parchment paper. Do not use foil, because your chocolate will stick to the foil and you will not be able to get them off the paper. So anyway, guys, let's start with our dipping of the cake pops. I'm excited, and yeah, we'll see. But let me stop and get a few things, because I might need some sprinkles, some drizzles, or whatever to, you know, make this cake pop look even nicer. So give me a minute. Okay, guys, I have a few little gold sprinkles that I will put down, and we'll see. They kind of look like this. So I don't know if I'm gonna sprinkle them on there, because they're kind of big and you gotta really be mindful of that. So let's get dipping the cake pops. Okay, guys, so before we do that, we have to fill the the cake pops, okay? We have to make sure that the cake pops can stick. So how you do that, I'm going to show you. Let's pull this down some. Okay, so how you do that, you're going to dip this, and a little goes a long way. So you dip, shake off, twirl it, boom. There's your cake pop, okay? Now, if you want to not take them this way, you have to figure out how to place them that way, so they can, you know, but we'll see. So let's get to dipping. If you can see, all my cake pops are done, and now we just need to dip them. So our chocolate is still pretty creamy, pretty melted. As long as it keeps doing that, you're still good. And then guys, the chocolate can't be too warm. So once you take it out the microwave, let it sit. If you have like a thermometer, a temperature to measure the heat on this chocolate, then that would be great. But if not, then kind of let it sit and cool for a second, and then, you know, start dipping your chocolate. So now we're gonna start dipping chocolate, okay? So let's kind of clear our area. I'm going to probably sit them upright instead of laying them flat, or not upright, I guess flip side, I think, yeah. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so you're going to take your cake pop, and you're going to kind of tilt your bowl or whatever you're using. Make sure you're using a microwave. I forgot a microwave. Make sure it's microwave safe. Okay. So you're just gonna kind of tap until you get all the excess chocolate off, and then you're gonna kind of twirl it, and then you're gonna sit it upright. And then you take little sprinkles. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna sprinkle it because I'm gonna spray them. I'm gonna paint them gold. So we'll skip that. One more time. Dip in the chocolate, slant, slant, slant. Tap, 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 tap. And there you go. There's your chocolate cake. One more. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, now that we have the cake pops all done, we are going to brush them in gold, okay? So you'll watch me and I'll demonstrate on how I do that. This is the gold shimmer. You can order these Amazon. You can find them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, things like that. It's like a little powder. You're going to just dab a little bit on your parchment paper, and then you're going to find a nice little, I call them makeup brushes, but they're not makeup brushes, but I'll show you. Okay guys, this is not a makeup brush. It's just a tool to, you know, if you want to airbrush or do like a little brushing on your cake pops and things like that. It has a little top to it over here. You can store it very easily. Boom. There you go. Okay, so now make sure that your cake pops are, the chocolate is all the way dry when you're doing these airbrushes, because if not, then it's just gonna leave it looking bad. So now that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take our brush, and then we're just gonna brush these. So you really have to, you see how that is on there? Really has to be put on there a lot more. Just gotta keep on doing it until you get the color that you're looking for, okay? So that was pretty light. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch this up. Okay guys, I decided I'm gonna try this one instead. It comes from the edible luster dust. It's called luster dust, guys. And that really wasn't working. So I'm gonna see how this do. Oh yeah, see, this one's a lot better. It's still not as gold as I would like them to be, but and then I'll show you some other things to make it decorative. Okay, now that we have this pearl gold, you can tell a little bit, pearl gold. And then I have a piping bag. So we're going to decorate it with these little pearls and garnishment. And that should be it. Okay, so now that the chocolate has melted, we have to put it back in the microwave for like 30 seconds. Cake paper. 30 seconds. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's put this in a piping bag. Okay guys, so now we're gonna put in a piping bag. Normally you can get a cup to put your chocolate in, just so it can be a little more easier. So you're just gonna pour this in here. Actually, I'm gonna do all of it because wash this bowl out, so I'll probably just use it later. And don't fill up your piping bag a lot, guys, because what's gonna happen, it's gonna overflow. This is really all you need to, you know, to get it going. They normally have little ties and little clips. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna like tie a little knot. And then I'm gonna cut a small little tip. You see that? I'm just gonna cut that tip. Okay. All right, so, okay, let's get to piping. Now you can pipe over a bowl like this and just kind of go turn your cake pop. Okay, take your little sprinkles. Don't have to be a lot. You know, older people really don't like a lot of sprinkles, okay? I don't know, because of their teeth or whatever. I don't know how old this lady is, but for certain people, I try not to do a lot of sprinkles because of, you know, whatever. So there you go. You just put a little sprinkles on here, okay? Just to give it a little something, something. Okay. More sprinkles, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. And there you go. So we're gonna finish up the cake pops and then we're gonna wrap them. Okay guys, so I'm actually done, but I wanted to show you guys something. So when you're doing these upright, when you're doing them upside down like this, instead of upright, then you're gonna get that. You see that you're gonna be able to see the chocolate. So what I do, I just fill it in with a little chocolate and just lay it flat until it dries. And then if you wanna put some sprinkles or something on that, you can. And that's it. You know, if you just, want it to be aesthetically pleasing, then that's the way that you could do it. Just to cover up that chocolate part. And I'll do that one once these dry so I can flip them. Okay, now that we have the cake pops all ready, now it's time to package them, make them look nice and pretty. And yeah, let's get started with that. Okay, so these are just regular cake pop covers. You can get any kind of covers. I'm just gonna use a clear cover like this. Twist it, and then we're gonna put a little bow on there. And that is all. There we go. See me wrapping it. It looks very hard, guys. The cake pops, the balls can be difficult, but if you keep doing it, keep practicing it, you'll get it done. You know, of course, you can always call Mamacita, and she can get them for you. You know, you can check me out. My website is under construction. I do have to get that back up and running, and that should probably be up and running by next week. And yeah, my YouTube channel, Mamacita's Journey. Like, subscribe, and share. You know, hit the like button, guys. Like me, please. No, I'm just kidding. I know you guys rock with me. Okay, so we're almost done. 4 more to package. I think they came out pretty decent, you know. They're cake pops, you know, you can't really go too wrong with them. Unless you just don't know how to dip them and roll them. That can always be a challenge. Okay, so we're done packaging. So now I have this bow, and I'm gonna tie a bow on each one, and then we'll be done. So I'm probably just gonna do that. And let's see. See how this is going to work because this is such a big bow. Normally I buy the bows that has the ties on them, but I order them from Amazon, and like I said, this was a last minute thing, so I think I'm gonna do something like this. Let me see if this will. Can't really, yeah, this won't do the, I don't know if I like that. So let's stop. Okay, so this is the bow. I'm struggling with it. I'm not gonna probably utilize this because I need a different bow. So I'm gonna give myself a minute. You know, sometimes when things are not working, you take yourself out of the situation. And I'll be back. So I'm just gonna be safe and utilize these little gold ties, and we'll go from there. Because when it just doesn't look right, then you just don't want to have to. You don't want to do that. So I think this looks a little better, just a regular little gold tie. Okay, make it easy. I might throw the bow on there after I get them tied up, but I don't know. Okay guys, so we are done. These are our cake pops. They are beautiful chocolate cake pops. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Give this video a big thumbs up, okay? Share it. Try making these cake pops. Use the cake box mix. It's easier instead of trying to do a cake from scratch. If you're just doing a small little bunch, all you need is a regular cake box, some eggs, oil and water, and you got some yummy cake box cake pops, okay? You got a birthday party you want to do for your families or your friends, then this is it, okay? I'm going to start doing a lot more videos on baking since I am in a baking class. I at least can utilize my time, you know, showing you guys what I'm learning. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Once again, like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. And like, subscribe, and share. And like, subscribe, and share. Hey, like, subscribe, and share. Hey, like, subscribe, and share. Hey, like, subscribe, and share. Hey. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys at the next video. Hey, period. I can still get down.